5 things you don't know about PTSD. 1. Nothing about post-traumatic stress disorder is post-traumatic. Because how can it be post anything when you're still going through it every day? When you're still running through a war zone with gunshots flying over your head, you know the battle is far from being over. PTSD is not the aftermath. PTSD is to stand on a no man's land with two countries set to demolish each other. PTSD is to be helpless, is to be unclaimed. 2. It looks like a clock spinning anti-clockwise, making you live a life anti-lifelike, so you wander through the messy rooms of your mind, looking at the monsters you thought you have left behind. You jump through the doors and you run through the windows, but no one told you you cannot run from yourself, so you helplessly look back at the monsters howling at you. 3. Remember how your tongue will reach out for the missing baby teeth in your mouth because your brain will trick you into believing that it's still there? Escaping trauma is like imitating a scene from the movie Saw. You will have to chop off your own leg to escape from the trap. You will walk away, but you will never walk the same. You will limp, and limping will remind you of every moment you allowed yourself to remain hostage, every moment you could have spared yourself the damage. Forgiveness is a luxury you cannot afford. 4. It makes you stay up in the night so you contemplate suicide a lot. Because sometimes it's not just the leg hold, your entire existence is trapped, and suicide seems like the only escape. And then, when you get tired of bearing the cross of self-destruction too, you try to fall asleep. And then you dream of your body hanging from the ceiling fan, and for one fleeting moment you are about to believe that the war is over. And then it wakes you up, it laughs at you in the face, and it says, I got you. It says, I'll get you again, and leaves you trembling. 5. It makes your mind like a tape stuck in the boombox, playing only a certain portion on the loop, so only a certain memories will flood your mind. You will remember. You will remember his hands invading your body. You will remember your screams. You will remember being silenced, being trampled. And you will cry like you were crying back then. Your body will break down like you were breaking back then under the weight of his body. And you will remember his eyes mocking your helplessness. So, you will have many panic attacks. When someone raises their voice, panic. When you're alone with a stranger in an elevator, panic. When someone brushes against your body, panic. When the relatives are visiting, panic. When love arrives, panic. When it hands you a rose but you can only see the thorns, panic. Do you see how broken it is to live in the captivity of an oppressor whose cage you have broken long ago? But then, there are 5 things you don't know about healing. 1. Unlike the popular belief of finding the light at tunnel's end or finding the dawn after the darkest hours, healing happens to you in the middle of your night, when you are birthing yourself into a supernova, birthing your own light. Healing becomes as real as your trauma. It arrives like the white flag bearer in the battle zone, and healing will end the war. 2. Healing will find you when you're falling face down on the ground, and you can see how exactly it will end, but then suddenly the spark of life turns into a fire in your stomach and you grow wings. You still do not know where you will go, but you survive the fall. And with wings on your back, the demons do not look so scary. Healing will help you reclaim your body and your mind. 3. Thunders will still roar. Storms will still rage, but you will find your calm, and you will send it reeling out in the world. You will grow branches and bear shade for the sunburned. Healing will teach you how to forgive. 4. Healing will teach you the principle of reverse. So just like the things which pushed you down to the hell, you will create things which can pull you out too. Healing will teach you the art of time travel and also the art of teleporting, so that you can choose where you want to exist, not where you're made to exist, so that you no longer have to be in the arm cage of the man you do not love, no more underside of the body of your rapist. Healing will take you home. 5. With your feet tied, you will realize the reach of your voice. So you will sing songs, and those songs will become the anthems of hope. You will turn your tragedy into triumphs. And then, when someone raises their voice, you keep calm. When you find yourself stuck in an elevator with a stranger, you breathe. When the doorbell rings unexpectedly, you open the door. When someone accidentally brushes against your body, you move on. When the relatives visit, you brave them. When love arrives, you say hi. And when it gives you roses, you see roses. You will make PTSD a thing of the past because it has no place in your future.